The Los Angeles Lakers have officially made waves in the NBA offseason, and their latest move could potentially shift the league's balance. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Just 2 days into free agency, the Lakers have already made a bold statement. After weeks of rumors and subtle negotiations behind closed doors, they've finally made a massive move that has the basketball world buzzing. Deandre Ayton, the first overall pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, is now a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. That's right, Ayton is heading to Hollywood. After being waived by the Portland Trail Blazers earlier this week, Ayton quickly found his next landing spot, joining one of the most storied franchises in the sport. The deal materialized swiftly. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, Ayton has agreed to a contract that will pay him $34 million for the upcoming season, with the salary being split between Portland and Los Angeles. His agents, Nima Namakian of Innovate Sports and Bill Duffy of WME Sports, coordinated directly with Lakers president Rob Pelinka to finalize the agreement. But there's more to this story. The Lakers weren't the only team in pursuit of Ayton. The Indiana Pacers made a strong offer, hoping to team him up with Tyrese Halliburton to enhance their interior presence. However, the Lakers ultimately won out, and they did so at a crucial time. Make no mistake, the Lakers have been in dire need of help in the paint. Over the past 2 seasons, they've struggled to maintain stability at the center position. Injuries, inconsistent performances, and awkward lineup combinations exposed their weakness, especially during the playoffs, when interior defense and rebounding often determine the outcome of a series. Now, with Ayton in the fold, the Lakers finally have a legitimate 7-footer who can protect the rim, secure rebounds, and finish efficiently around the basket. Ayton brings a mix of size, athleticism, and experience that the Lakers have been lacking. Though his career has included both high and low points, and critics have questioned his effort and intensity at times, his potential remains extremely high. There's a reason he was selected before players like Luka Doncic, Trae Young, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Interestingly, Ayton now joins a fellow member of the 2018 draft class, Luka Doncic, on this new-look Lakers roster. The idea of pairing Doncic with a legitimate pick-and-roll partner like Ayton could add an entirely new layer to the Lakers' offensive strategy. Let's take a brief look at Ayton's recent stats. His season with the Trail Blazers wasn't ideal. Injuries limited him to only 40 games, and the rebuilding Blazers never managed to find any real rhythm. Still, Ayton averaged 14.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.0 block per game, shooting 56.6% from the field while playing just over 30 minutes per contest. Those are solid numbers, especially when considering the difficult circumstances in Portland. Now, in a more competitive and structured environment like Los Angeles, there's every reason to believe Ayton can return to, or even surpass, the level he reached during the Phoenix Suns' 2021 NBA Finals run. In that postseason, Ayton played a crucial role, going head-to-head with top-tier big men and performing well on the biggest stage. That's the version of Ayton the Lakers are counting on. If he can recapture that form, this acquisition could be a turning point. To revisit the path that brought Ayton to Portland, he arrived last season in a massive 3-team trade that sent Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. In that deal, Ayton, rookie forward Toumani Camara, and a 2029 first-round pick were dealt to Portland. The Suns received Grayson Allen, Yusuf Nurkic, Nasser Little, and Keon Johnson, while Drew Holiday was sent elsewhere in a follow-up move. It was a major transaction that sent shockwaves across the NBA. Still, it quickly became clear that Portland didn't view Ayton as a long-term asset. Now, the Lakers are giving him a fresh opportunity. But as significant as this move is, it won't be enough on its own. Ayton is expected to step in as the starting center, but the Lakers still face major concerns when it comes to front court depth. Behind him, there isn't a reliable backup big, someone who can rebound, defend the rim, and hold down the paint when Ayton sits. In today's NBA, where injuries, tough matchups, and physical fatigue can derail playoff runs, roster depth is more important than ever. And the market for capable big men is both competitive and expensive. Every contender is looking for toughness, size, and versatility in the front court. If the Lakers want to stay in the title hunt, they'll need to move quickly. Rumors are already circulating about potential targets. Could the Lakers sign a veteran big man for the minimum? Are they exploring trades to strengthen the bench? One thing's clear. The front office isn't done making moves, not even close. Deandre Ayton is a major addition, both in terms of talent and presence. But this is only the beginning. The Lakers have made their first move. Now the question becomes, what's next? Could this signal the start of a new dominant era in Los Angeles? Or is it simply one part of a larger plan still in motion? The tension around Lakers Nation is rising just 48 hours into free agency. Then, LeBron James adds fuel to the fire by posting a photo on Instagram. He's wearing a cap that says, "Welcome home." There's no caption, no context, just those two words. And that was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. Fans, analysts, and insiders immediately began dissecting every detail of the post. Was LeBron dropping a hint? Was he preparing to leave LA? Or was it something deeper? Perhaps a sign that he's planning one final run somewhere meaningful. LeBron's social media presence has never been random. His posts are often deliberate and strategic. So when he wears a "welcome home" hat, people pay attention. Some think it's a subtle nod to Cleveland, where his career began and where the story could come full circle. Others believe it's a message to a franchise better equipped to contend for a championship right now. LeBron has made it clear for years. He isn't playing just to play. He's chasing championships. And currently, that pursuit appears uncertain. Yes, the Lakers still have Luka Doncic, one of the NBA's brightest stars. His presence alone raises the team's ceiling. But outside of Doncic, the roster appears fragile and incomplete. Losing Dorian Finney-Smith hurt more than many fans realize. He was one of the few defenders who could guard multiple positions and reliably hit corner threes. He was dependable in crucial moments. Now he's gone. And to make matters worse, he joined a Western Conference rival, the Houston Rockets. So what exactly are the Lakers doing? That's the question LeBron and the entire NBA is asking. The pressure is on the front office. If they fail to act decisively, LeBron could begin weighing his options. That leads to a scenario no Lakers fan wants to imagine. LeBron James waiving his no-trade clause. He's never done it before. Throughout his career, he's controlled his own path, from Miami to Cleveland to Los Angeles. But now, for the first time, he might consider a trade if he doesn't believe the Lakers can compete. Such a move would be historic and would send shockwaves through the league. But there's more to consider. This may not only be LeBron's last season with the Lakers, it could be his final year in the NBA. At 40 years old, he's entering territory few players have reached. Yet he remains a force, still producing, still influencing games, still filling up stat sheets. Though back-to-backs take a greater toll and recovery takes longer, LeBron remains one of the best players in the league. He's also chasing history. He's just 50 regular season games away from surpassing Hall of Famer Robert Parrish for the most games played in NBA history. That milestone would be yet another achievement in a legendary career. So where will he finish this journey? Will it be with the Lakers and a revamped roster aiming for one last deep playoff run? Or somewhere else? On a team with more depth, better health, and a clearer path to contention? Or is this the end? LeBron hasn't spoken publicly about retirement, but the signs are there. His interviews are more introspective. His words are more measured, and that "welcome home" post doesn't feel like a coincidence. It feels like something's coming. The Lakers are at a turning point. The fans are watching. The league is watching. And LeBron is waiting to see if the front office makes the right decisions, brings in the help he needs, and proves they're serious about winning now. Because if they don't act, he will. And just when you thought the drama had peaked, another name enters the mix: Damian Lillard. That's right, Dame Time could be heading to Los Angeles. In a stunning move, the Milwaukee Bucks waived Lillard this week. Yes, the same Lillard they acquired less than a year ago to pair with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the same all-star they hoped would lead them to another title. But after a disappointing playoff showing and a significant Achilles injury suffered in the first round against Indiana, Milwaukee made a tough business decision and let the 9-time All-Star go. Now, the race is on. According to The Athletic, several top teams contacted Lillard's camp almost immediately. Among them, the Boston Celtics, Golden State Warriors, and, of course, the Lakers. Let's pause there, because that alone is significant. The Lakers are actively exploring a possible Lillard signing, even though he's recovering from a major injury. That shows they're still searching for the final piece to complete the puzzle. Does it make sense? That's a fair question. The Lakers already have one of the most ball-dominant players in Doncic. He dictates pace, creates plays, and drives the offense. So how would Lillard fit? Here's where it gets interesting. Lillard isn't expected to play much, if at all, in the 2025-26 season. The Achilles injury is serious, and recovery for a player nearing 40 is no small task. By the time he returns, he'll be 37. But even with that timeline, the interest is legitimate. Because Lillard, even at 37, still brings elite shooting, high basketball IQ, and veteran leadership. He's battle-tested. He's hit clutch shots in the postseason. He's carried teams on his back. In a reduced role, off the bench or as a late-game specialist, he could be a valuable asset. His shooting range could space the floor, opening up opportunities for Doncic and adding new wrinkles to the Lakers' offense once he's healthy. This wouldn't be a short-term fix. It would be a long-term play, a low-risk, high-reward investment. And the Lakers have taken gambles on aging stars before. But it does raise questions. Would Lillard accept coming off the bench? Would he be okay with playing a secondary role behind Doncic? And can the Lakers' medical and training staff manage his recovery the right way? All of that remains to be seen. What's certain is that the Lakers are in an unusual spot. They have the superstar, they have the brand, they have the spotlight, but they're short on depth, missing size, and lacking scoring options off the bench. They need leadership. They need firepower. They need someone who won't shrink in big moments. Lillard might be that player. Maybe not today, but when he's ready, he could be the difference. And from Lillard's perspective, this could be his final shot at a ring. He's accomplished plenty in his career, but a championship still eludes him. What better place to chase it than Los Angeles, beside Doncic, under the league's brightest lights? It's a gamble, but it might be the one the Lakers have to make. The Western Conference is getting stronger. Denver, Minnesota, OKC, and Phoenix are all reloading. The Lakers can't afford to stand still. Signing Lillard would send a powerful message. They're still in the fight. So watch this closely. Nothing is finalized, but the buzz is real. The interest is genuine. And if Lillard chooses the Lakers, it could go down as one of the most surprising and shrewdest moves of the entire offseason. Damian Lillard's story isn't over, and the next chapter might just be written in purple and gold.